Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to use Gale eBooks, one of the databases that is available to access for free through the Dauphin County Library System. To begin, from the library's homepage, click on Research. This will take you to a page with all of our digital databases organized alphabetically, or you can filter them by category here. Gale eBooks is a database of encyclopedias and other reference sources that cover a wide range of topics. There are over 300 titles available, and this doesn't count all the different volumes that can be contained within each title, so there is a lot to explore here. To open the database, click on Use Resource. Do note that if you are accessing Gale eBooks from outside a library location, you will need to put in your library card number and your PIN number to access the database. But if you are inside a library, simply click on Use Resource and the database will open up. Okay, so here we have all of the titles that are available to us through Gale eBooks. Up here we have a basic and advanced search option that will allow you to search the entire database. Over here on the left, we have our titles arranged by category. You can see all of these categories on the left here, or you can scroll through like so. As you might guess, the numbers next to the category name tell you how many titles are contained within each category. Let's go ahead and look at the biography category, which has 84 titles in it. Over here on the right, we get a search bar that will allow us to search within this particular category. And if we want to open up a specific title, just click on the name of it. Now this here is the name of the title or the series. If you look at the information down here, you can see that it has 17 volumes within it. So that's a lot of information. To choose a volume, you can use this drop-down menu here to navigate between volumes. And up here, you have an option to search within the publication. If you're not quite sure where you want to look, you can click All Volumes and search the entire series. Or if you have a volume selected here and you just want to search within this particular volume, select within this volume and then input your search terms here. Whenever you've selected a volume, let's go ahead and choose volume 6, you will get a table of contents for that specific volume. Here, you have the titles of all the individual entries. So to view one of those, click on the highlighted text, and this will open up an individual entry in the encyclopedia. So here we have the entry for Jane Goodall. Up here we have information on the author, the editor, when it was published, where it was published and by who, how long it is, the reading level, etc. Now one great thing about Gale eBooks is all of the built-in tools that this database has to assist you with your reading experience and your research. For example, if we go all the way down to the bottom here, we have a citation generator, which will give you citations in MLA, APA, Chicago, and Harvard style. As always, make sure to verify that these citations are correct before you use them, but this is a great way to get started. Other tools can be found up here. We have Book View, which is an option. The default view for Gale eBooks will be this text-only view. So this will pull just the text and any pictures or illustrations from the book, but you can also click on Book View. It always takes a bit to open, but this will show the pages as you would see them in a physical book. So if you prefer to read the entries that way, that is also an option. And to go back to the text view, just click on Text View. If you want to click through the different entries, you can use the previous and next buttons to navigate back and forth. And up here we have another citation tool. You have the option to send the article to yourself. You can send it to an email address or save it to a Google or OneDrive. You can download it, print it, get a link to come back to it later. And over here is a really fun tool called Highlights and Notes. So let's say that you're reading this article, you're doing a research project on Jane Goodall, and you come across a piece of information that you would either like to quote or reference in your project. So let's find the piece of information that I would like to save. And then when I select the text, it will give me the option to highlight it. So I'm going to click highlight, and then I can add a note to this text. So let's say I want to put in use in body paragraph 2 as supporting evidence. And I'll save it. Now when I go up here to the highlights and notes button, you'll see a 1 there. Now I can click there. I can see the text that I have highlighted and any notes that I added. And I can actually do this for multiple articles in Gale eBooks. And then when I'm done with my research session, I can pull up highlights and notes, and I can see the text that I want to quote or reference. I can see any notes that I put under this highlight, and I have a citation for the source that I got it from. So this can be an extremely helpful tool to use when you're working on a project. One thing to note is that you need to either download your highlights and notes to yourself, send them to yourself, or print them before you exit the Gale eBooks database, because they will be wiped after each session. A couple of last things to note is that there are also tools over here for accessibility. You have the option to decrease or increase the font size, like so. You can change the background color. You can change the font. And you can also change the spacing between lines, letters, and words. There is also the option to have the text read aloud to you, or to translate the text. Okay, so as you can see, there is a whole lot to discover with Gale eBooks. This is just an introduction to the basics of how to navigate the database and some of the helpful tools that are built in. So thank you for listening, and happy exploring.